As you can see, I'm still wearing my mask. And it would be blue toile because I love blue toile, but I'm still wearing the mask because COVID is no joke, y'all. While I'm no longer having the traditional symptoms, I am still feeling the effects of this virus. And unfortunately, it has affected other things in my life, like my productivity. But before I get into that, let's talk about what I got this week. So I got this desk and I got these curtains. The desk has not been put together yet, and the curtains need a little beefing up and a steaming. I also purchased this dress from Forward, or was it Farfetch? I can't remember which one, but it's a self portrait dress, and I have always wanted a self portrait dress. This was not the one that I was expecting to get, though. This is a really cool sweater dress. I really like it. It looks really good on. I love the details, but I thought I'd end up getting like one of the ones with the eyelet lace or the broidery. But this one caught my eye and it's still cold, so I was like, you know what? Why not? If you're familiar with self portrait, then they make some beautiful dresses that can be worn to weddings and just special occasions. I love them. I also got a new planner. You guys, don't judge me. I never ever have planner peace. I'm always trying new planners. It's kind of ridiculous. My only saving grace is that I do plan on using these planners that I don't use as a planner for other things. I have done that in the past, and I promise I'll do it again. I also stopped at Sephora this week. I got a refill of my Summer Fridays sunscreen. I couldn't resist making shadow puppets, you guys. Y'all know I'm a kid at heart. Anyway, to make something just a little more fun. But yeah, I got my Summer Friday sunscreen. This is a refill. This is, I think, my second or third purchase of this. I also got the Ilia skin tint with SPF as well. It's a really good skin tint. I got that one for like sunnier days when, I'm going to spend more time in the sun. I also purchased the Laneige Water Bank cream, which is a hyaluronic acid cream. It feels so good on my face. I don't know if it's doing anything, but it feels so good. And then I got the oil from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Superfusion Collagen Hydrating Face Oil. I don't know if it's doing anything, y'all, but it feels so good on my skin. And I love it whenever I do use it, mostly at night. I've also had a few Amazon orders that are coming in. This is one of the first ones. It is one of those cropped puffers. Now, I know that puffer vests are popular. You have your Lululemon ones, you have different brands, and you see, a lot of us suburban housewives wearing them. But what makes this one a little bit different, if you're someone who suffers from hot flashes or even in the winter you're warm and you don't necessarily need a big coat, this actually keeps you warm, like in the neck area and in the chest area. It doesn't keep your arms warm, obviously, but you can wear it with a hoodie. You can wear it with a larger pullover or a sweater. I wore one from Zara the other day. I'll pop the picture up. Another cropped one, not quite as cropped as this one, but I don't know. It has a way of keeping you just warm enough, and it's so easy to take off. It's a layer that you can easily take off if you get too hot. It's a decorative layer, but it's also very useful and comfortable and just nice to have on. I also think it elevates your outfit a little bit. It makes it a little more interesting. Like I said, this one was from Amazon. I will leave a link in the description box. The other one was from Zara. I'll leave a link for that one as well. But yeah, these are very nice. My daughter even really likes them. So not only are we, warm, but we're chic and on trend as well. I've also started another crocheting project because when I couldn't type or read, I could still crochet. I didn't need to concentrate too hard and I could get past the brain fog. That is something that also is another lingering symptom of COVID. But yeah, I am creating a blanket for one of my great nieces. She is 10 or 11, and I promised her a blanket. So I've been making these granny squares, and I have, I think, 6 or 7 of the granny squares. Now I have to order some more of this yarn so that I can make the remainder of the granny squares so that I could put this blanket together for her. But I have been enjoying this project. It's so funny because I am still fairly new to granny squares. And when I first started this project, in fact, when I first started doing granny squares, like I could not get them square for nothing. Like I could not get them square. And the round ones, I could not get them round. They were just so lopsided. But now that I've been doing them, I can honestly say practice really truly does make perfect because they are starting to actually look a little more uniform and not quite as lopsided and squiggly as they were before. By the way, I got these little eyeglass cleaners. That's something else that I purchased from Amazon as well. They are wonderful. My eyeglasses stay dirty. And it's one of the things that drives me nuts about having to wear glasses because I'm constantly having to clean them, but they get makeup on them. They fog up if you're wearing a mask, just all of the things. And these little eyeglass cleaners are so cute. They clean both sides of the glass at the same time. And so you don't get the smudges and the smears. So I'll link those down below too. So yeah, I've been working on the newsletter, and this is a simulation of what happened while I was working on the newsletter. So I've been working on the newsletter, and one of the things that has happened since I have COVID is that I just get tired so easily now, and the brain fog is just next level. And then trying to see, sometimes, my eyes just get really tired, and I just really wasn't able to get the newsletter up this week. Like I could not make it work, and I just didn't want to throw anything up there. But one of the other things that happened too was I thought I had charged my iPad. This is where I write the newsletter. And like I said, this is a simulation of what happened. As you can see, the charger was never plugged up. So even when I did feel like I could write and post, this happened. So not only did COVID get me, but technology got me too, you guys. So yeah, no excuses because it probably should have been done sooner, but I don't know. This COVID thing has thrown me for a loop. I really have to get back on track. I really do. But back to the crocheting, because that's what I ended up doing. I ended up just going back to crocheting my blanket because it was really kind of the only thing that I could do, for the past couple of days. I wasn't even really able to read my book the way that I wanted to. And I have like several books that I'd like to finish this month, which we know probably won't happen. But yeah, between technology and being sick, I did not get my newsletter done. And what I think I'm going to do is move my newsletter day to Sundays and play it by ear for now. But if you are subscribed to the newsletter and you didn't receive it and you were wondering why, this is why. COVID got me and technology got me, and I need a whole reset. Like, I need to start my year completely over. I'm opting for March. Guys, so I am on chapter 9 of A Visit from the Goon Squad. It is now Saturday night. I have told you about the things that I've purchased and what I'm working on, why I haven't gotten my newsletter out, all of those things. The interesting thing about COVID, at least for me, is that I only really had like 2 or 3 days of really severe cold-like symptoms. I had some stomach upset, not anything where I was producing anything this way, but definitely in the other direction. So I had that, and that was, you know, and then you have this incredible lethargy. The thing about it is, the lethargy doesn't necessarily go away. And I honestly do believe that because I'm vaccinated and boosted, and because it may be a different strain of the virus, my symptoms weren't as bad as they were the very first time that I had it. Um, the second time that I had it, it seems like I get it every couple of years. The first time that I had it, I didn't know that it was COVID until after the pandemic happened. And then I realized that like all of the symptoms matched with what we knew to be COVID at the time. And I lost my sense of taste and smell. So although I never tested positive for it because obviously it was 2019, there wasn't even a test available. I'm pretty sure that's what I had. And that was horrible. Like that was so crazy. Like I did not have any stomach upset though, but the muscle pain, the aches, the coughing, the heart palpitations, which I still get. Like I still get heart palpitations to this day. The second time, it was like 2 days. I was really achy. I had a fever. I had chills, and that was it. Again, that was before the vaccine. And then I got the vaccine, and I did not get it for another 2 years, and then, or, you know, thereabouts. And then this January, I got it. And, you know, it's one of those things where I probably should have gotten a booster a long time ago, and I didn't, and that was my fault. But also on the flip side too, we got to start back social distancing. And if I got it the way that I think I got it, and there's only two possible ways that I could have gotten it, we need to social distance. I'll just put it that way. Because when I'm in public, I still distance. I still stay 6 feet away. I don't talk up close to people. And I mean, I did that before the pandemic. I'm not, you know, I will hug you and I will talk to people, but I'm still very mindful of a person's personal space, and I like it when people are mindful of mine. I will talk to you. I'm very much open to speaking to people, but I don't think we have to be this close in order to do it. So, having said all that, the symptoms that I still have, one of the things is my vision has gotten really blurry, and I already needed glasses, and now like I really need my glasses. Like when I'm not wearing my glasses, my vision is compromised, and it has been this past week. It's been pretty bad this past week. So writing things is hard, and even reading this book, like, you know, my eyes get tired really easily, and I think that's what it is. I think my eyes are just tired. So I haven't read as much of this as I would have liked to, or possibly could have. I am over the halfway mark. I am loving this book, and I have read reviews and they're very mixed. I've watched reviews and they're very mixed. And I actually did like a short that I have not posted on who should read this book. If you know you don't meet a certain criteria, this is probably not the book for you. And I think I'll post that at the end of this video to let you know kind of how I feel about the book so far. I already have thoughts about it. I already like it. Won't say that it's a 5-star read yet. I'm gonna wait until I finish it and let it marinate, because I don't know if it's 5 stars for me, but it's close. It's very good, and it's very much one of those books where you have to pay attention. You have to be someone who likes subtlety in what you read, and you have to be able to follow the trail, follow the money, follow the map. You have to be able to follow the clues. And I think what's stopping me short of saying that this is predicting that this is a 5-star read right now is just the fact that I don't know where the breadcrumbs, the clues, the money, I don't know where the path is leading me to. And I'm going to be highly disappointed if it doesn't lead me to something at the end. And that will determine my final rating on this book. But I would say right now it's already a solid 4.25 stars. We'll see what happens if we get over the hump. Very interesting characters. Like, for people who don't like this book and they said that they, you know, I watched one video where the lady said she didn't care about the characters. And it was so funny because it was while I was reading the book, and I was like, wow, because I find these characters to actually be very fascinating. I like that they're flawed. I like that they're not perfect. I like that they all have like an arc. Not all of them, not all of their arcs are made evident in this book, but you see that they're on a journey and they're learning something, or that they're experiencing something and they have to get out to the other side. I like that. And I don't know, I like how it's just not like, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. Like, that's very refreshing. Sometimes I like that in a book. Sometimes I like it when you just tell me chronologically, this is what happened. But, and I like seeing that, I like that we see people when they're younger and we see people when they're older, and we see how time and aging affects them. So, and I guess if you are aging, then that's something that's going to resonate with you. And I'm aging. At 25, I still would have appreciated this book, though. Maybe not like a lot of 25-year-olds today, but at 25, I would have appreciated this book. I think mainly because, for one, I had older parents. I also had older siblings, and I've always been aware, ever since I was a little kid, of mortality. So I would have appreciated this book in that way, but now I appreciate it from an even more personal level, having lost people and understanding that our time here is finite. So, you know, it all depends on what you like at the end of the day. But that's where I am with this book. And like I said, I'm still dealing with the lethargy. I slept for 12 hours, which I think now I'm going to actually start incorporating into my soft goals that I'm preparing to set for the year. Yes, I know that we're already through January, but I've decided that my year probably really won't start till my birthday like it did last year, which is in March. I think I'll be ready then, because too much has transpired that feels like 2022 already in the first part of the year. So I think that we'll call this, a sick vacation. We'll call this a wrap. I need to get my strength back. I know that I need to start, I need to continue to like move around and eat better. I'm still dealing with a little tummy upset. Like, there's just a lot of things that are lingering. And I can, like, today was a good day. I went to the mall. I did not vlog any of it because I just could not do it today. But I did show you the things that I got. So I guess that accounts for something. But I didn't really vlog today. I just wanted to go. My husband needed some pants. I wanted to go with him. We had a nice lunch. And then I just wanted to get back home. And tomorrow I'm hoping that I can get up at a decent hour and I'm not tired, because it's hit or miss. Some days I am like ready to go, and we go and we do something, and on the way back I'm like passed out in the car. And I mean, I typically fall asleep in the car if it's a long ride anyway, but I fell asleep in like a record like 3 minutes the other day. And I know that it's because of how I'm feeling. And that same day was a day that I came home and slept for 12 hours. So I know that when I'm sleeping like that, I'm not getting enough rest at night, and I need my rest. So that's where we are. And I'm, like I said, gonna probably end this vlog here. I am on chapter 9. A little over halfway through the book. I hope to finish this tonight so that I can, one, start something else, because I'm pretty ready to start something else. I'm at that point. And I think because it looks like there's a large segment of this book in the back that is graphs and infographics. So I feel like I can probably get through that pretty quickly. I'm looking at less than 100 pages before I get to all of the graphs and charts and infographics, which I'm here for. I love a good infographic. Yeah. So anyway, that's it for this video. Newsletters will start to go out on Sundays. I think that's the plan going forward. I am going to get my life together. I'm going to charge my iPad. I have my glasses. I have eyeglass cleaners so that I don't get the fuzziness, and I'm taking my Claritin because now that I'm on the other side of all of the other symptoms of COVID, my allergies have kicked up like nobody's business. So I'm taking my Claritin and I'm trying to get my eyesight right. And I'm getting some rest. So all of those things should lead to a newsletter next Sunday, fingers crossed. If you made it this far, leave me 3 hearts. Any color is fine. Leave me 3 hearts to let me know that you made it this far and you actually liked the video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. So I'm not finished with this book yet, but I can already tell you that you're not going to like this book if you want the story told to you and you can't follow the story. You're probably not going to like this book if you're under the age of 45, if you don't know what a corded phone is, if you've never had to choose your own adventure in a book. If you like perfect characters, like if they can't have any flaws, this is not the book for you. If inner monologues bother you, emotions, ambivalence, if any of that bothers you, don't get this book. And if you want to eat the rich, hate the entertainment industry, and pretty much don't like misogyny, yeah, this book is not for you. Other than that, though, it is actually a great book.